Hi, I'm Heather Bordery from Glendoick Garden Centre, and Gary's asked me to just give a couple of answers to questions about what's been happening with the branch this year. So what have I enjoyed about branch events? Well, they've been really fantastic, very varied, and I've really enjoyed meeting lots of different people, hearing lots of different experiences, and taking some of that and implementing it back in my own business. I was fortunate enough to attend the CIPD Scotland conference through a generous ticket that I won from CIPD Mid-Scotland, and that was an amazing event, and again, great fun and lots of very interesting speakers. So I'm really thankful for that, thank you. What word to describe the local branch and why? I hope it's not just limited to one word, so perhaps industrious, hardworking and imaginative, open to new ideas. And I think that the reason I can't choose one word is because there is so many fantastic people working in CIPD Mid-Scotland branch, and they all bring amazing qualities, and I think it's fantastic, the team and how hard they work, and obviously I think Gary drives them quite hard, which is fantastic. What would I like to see more of next year? I'm a bit undecided on that. I think there's been such a fantastic range of good interactive meetings. There was a brilliant coaching one recently. I'm very into coaching, so perhaps more coaching type topics. Learning and development, I really enjoy that aspect of it too. I think having high profile speakers is fantastic. It really challenges thoughts that you have in your own business and drives you to a higher level. So any of these things would be amazing. I'm really grateful for everything that Mid-Scotland CIPD's done, and looking forward to continuing seeing more of the work and being a part of this fabulous group. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name's Jennifer Lindsay Finnan of River Park Learning and Development. What have I enjoyed about the branch events? Probably the variety of them. The variety of venues, times and topics has meant that they're so accessible. Every event I've attended has been informative and engaging, so I've really enjoyed going, and I've actually learned something too. What word would I use to describe my local branch now and why? I think I'd choose engaging. I feel like the branch actually listens to what the members want and then works its socks off to provide it for us. The recent OD course is just one example of that. What would I like to see more of next year? Well, more of the same, please. More great learning opportunities that are accessible, informative and enjoyable. Thanks very much.
Hi, my name is Richard Fife. I'm an HR manager with a company called PGL Travel, and I'm also a member and volunteer with the CIPD Mid-Scotland branch. What have I enjoyed about the branch events? I would have to say it's the networking opportunities. Possibly the free food, but mainly it's got to be the networking opportunities. I've only recently become qualified in the last 18 months, so being able to attend a branch event is a fantastic opportunity for myself to build both my personal and professional network across Central Scotland, as well as an opportunity to gain an insight into how other industries and different organisations work and implement different policies and procedures. What word would I use to describe my branch and why? I would have to use the word motivating, as cheesy as that sounds. I genuinely do come out of branch events with a newfound energy and enthusiasm towards my own development, whether that's in regards to my CPD or my development in the workplace. Also, I could come away with ideas to implement in my own organisation, maybe do things a bit differently. What I would like to see more of in the next year in terms of the branch, I feel as though the branch is currently going from strength to strength, and I'm very happy with my branch and the support I receive from my branch. I find it difficult to get to employment law seminars, as they're mainly in the morning and they're about 50 miles away from where I am, so I would like to see the branch do some more in regards to mock employment law tribunals if they can, and mock disciplinary hearings, so that's an area of interest that I'm hoping to specialise in the future. However, massive thanks to Gary and the team because the support's been fantastic. Thank you.
My name's Annie Lever and I've been asked by Gary Dixon if I will give a quick 3-minute interview on our Mid-Scotland branch, and I'm delighted to have been asked to do that. So first of all, Gary has asked me to tell you what I've enjoyed most about working with the Mid-Scotland branch, and that really has to be, for me, the fellowship forum that we established and the HR leadership network. I've really found that greatly beneficial, being part of a team of esteemed individuals and learning from them and what they do in their roles every day as to what I do in my role. I think what I've gained from that is a level of confidence that I didn't have perhaps before, because it's fair to say that I dropped out of the CIPD meetings following a period of what I would say was rather aged events. Some of them weren't very topical and others were fairly boring, to be honest, but what I would say is Gary has brought in a new excitement to the branch, and we have had some fantastic meetings over the last year. How would I describe the team? I think there's only one word for Gary Dixon, and that's dedicated. I don't actually know how he has time for his family, because he is absolutely dedicated to the profession. I know Gary's working towards his fellowship, and I'm sure this absolutely shows his commitment to his own CPD. I think the committee, great to have Helen back on the committee, and Carol and Keith equally work just as hard. What would I like to see from the year going ahead? More of the same, please. The constructive mindset activity at Velux a couple of weeks ago with Laura Brotherton was absolutely fantastic. Loved it and have talked to numerous people about it. Would just love to have the finances to be able to train and do it myself. So yeah, just more of the same, please. And one thing that I would like to ask is from my colleagues out there, I partook in the mentoring scheme last year, which Carol is responsible for, and we need more mentors. It's fantastic. You learn a great deal from your mentee and they from you, and I absolutely love meeting up with my mentee, and I would love to see more people supporting this initiative. So good luck, Mid-Scotland branch, for the year coming ahead, and we'll be there to support you. Thanks a lot.
What word I would use to describe my local branch now and why? Varieties of topics, of the lecturers, their experience, and I was something for everyone. And what I would like to see more of next year. I pretty enjoyed on learning and development lecturers. Also, I would like to see more new members, more new people, but with frequency of the events, I'm sure we will attract a lot of new members. Also, I would like to thank the committee of our branch, Gary, Carol, Jacqueline, Keith and Andrews, for your time and effort, guys. You really rocks. Thank you.
Hello everybody, it's Sean Bolton here. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what I've enjoyed the most over the past 12 months whilst being involved with the CIPD Mid-Scotland branch. Particularly I have enjoyed the opportunity to meet fellow professionals and to grow the professional network. I particularly liked being involved with people who are proactive. They're keen about their work, they're outward looking, and they're experienced HR professionals. That's been particularly valuable to me in the stage of my career, this early stages of my career. And that word valuable is probably the word I would use to describe the branch and the network branch and the activities that we do. It's a valuable source of professional experience. It's a valuable source of education and training. It's a valuable place to share ideas, gain insight, and develop both personally and professionally. So I'm particularly looking forward to the next 12 months ahead, and I'd like to see more of the same sort of activities that we've been doing the last 12 months. I'd like to see more of the training opportunities from CIPD, like the organisational development course which we've just had over the last couple of days. Perhaps experts from other professions coming to pass on their knowledge and their skills. And I'd maybe like to see the network grow in size, get more people involved and more people coming along to the events that we do. I'm very happy and very proud to be involved with the CIPD Mid-Scotland branch, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing you all again and maybe some new faces over the next 12 months.
What I've enjoyed most about the branch this year is that there's been such a variety of topics that we've had covered. I particularly enjoyed the supporting change and also hearing more about coaching. The mix of formats has been brilliant. I've really enjoyed the panel sessions that we've had. So we had one on wellbeing and then another that was looking at change. And also I found that the WebEx was really good to be able to fit some of my CPD round about the family life as well. The word I would use to describe the branch is inclusive. I do feel part of the branch. I think it's down to the fact that the branch has listened to what we want as members, and also the multiple methods of communications help massively too. The fact that we can pick up updates off LinkedIn, off the emails that come round, off Facebook is really great. Next year I'd like to see more examples of sharing good practice, topics to challenge our thinking as practitioners and also support us adding value in our businesses.
Hi there, my name's Donna Park. I've been a member of the Mid-Scotland branch since last summer when I moved to the area. I've been asked to put down a few words just about my experience over the last year. So the first question is, what have I enjoyed about the branch events? So I always think the events are just interesting, they're current, they're relevant, you're meeting good people who are selflessly sharing their knowledge and their experience. They make every attempt to be inclusive, and it's not a politically driven group, which is really refreshing. People are there to learn and they're there to share, and that's great. The second question was, what words would I use to describe my local branch now and why? I think the first word that comes to mind is just engaging, because it is engaging. The committee members have made a massive attempt to get out and ask members' opinions, what their views are, what content they want to see, and they try to plan events that are quite geographically spread to try and include as many members as possible. And they just put in a huge effort. So and it's working, I think. And the last question was, what would I like to see for the year ahead? So I would just really love to see more members getting involved. There's so much effort put into the branch and there's so much energy. I always think if HR are trying to improve their reputation as a profession, then this is just a wonderful way of doing it. You know, that groundswell from a local level, just tapping into all that knowledge and expertise. And it doesn't matter what level you're operating at, there's something to be gained from that sharing, and you know, knowing you're not the only one with the same worries, the same concerns, doubts about what you're doing. And when you share that, it just becomes so much more powerful, and I think you become more powerful as an individual. So yeah, I'd just love to see more people just getting advantage from that, because it's a wonderful, free, valuable resource, and it's a nice experience when you go along to the events. So that's my views.